Well, I'm not sure I like this. Sources say Aaron Rodgers is going to stay in Green Bay should the New York Jets pivot to Derek Carr.
Jets, Jets, Jets!
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, I go live every Monday at 8 o'clock for my live call-in show, so if you don't like what I'm saying on the channel, there's your time to let me hear it. And then Tuesday, we come back with our Talking Jets panel, myself, O'Leary, and Green Bean. So ask us all your Jet-related questions. But let's hop into today's topic of the day, and that is one Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in Green Bay, or at least that's what sources are saying. Here's the video clip from the interview where it's mentioned. Let's talk about it on the other side.
I've learned two things in the past 24 hours that make me kind of believe that the Jets, it's time for them to simply sign Derek Carr. The first of which is a conversation I had with a very important Green Bay Packers source, who quite honestly believes that Aaron Rodgers will be back with the Packers and that all of this is being overhyped. He looks at the contract that Aaron Rodgers signed last year, the commitment that he gave to the team, and believes that at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers will be back with the Packers.
According to inside sources, a well-placed source, according to this report, that Aaron Rodgers is going to plan to stay in Green Bay. Now, this isn't really like him saying it because we just found out that he came out of his darkness retreat literally like an hour ago. So there's no way Rodgers said this to anyone, which means it had to come from someone within his inner circle. Well, let's take a listen to what he had to say about the inner circle on the Pat McAfee show.
I have no problem with Ian Rappaport, Schefter. I think they're really good at their jobs. When it comes to me, they don't know shit. They really don't. They don't have inner source. They don't have people in my inner circle who are sources. I can promise you that. And anybody who would talk to them is not in my inner circle. It's that simple.
So that seems pretty clear to me that there's no one within Aaron Rodgers' inner circle that is going to be talking to ESPN or Get Up or whoever is on the ESPN, NFL Network, whatever's going on. They're not. If it's not coming from Schefter, if it's not coming from Ian Rappaport, those are like the two guys I consider the most credentialed or most like reliable sources. Anyone else, I'm sorry, like, if Rodgers says it's not coming from, you're not going to go to one of those two guys, why would anyone else go to like a lesser named reporter with this big breaking Aaron Rodgers news? This sounds like it's just some guy who really likes Aaron Rodgers, who thinks he's going to be back in Green Bay because he likes him. I don't think it's any different than any other player or executive that gives their opinion on where they think Aaron Rodgers is going to go. He brought up the contract and the commitment that he made to the Packers. Well, guess what? The contract that he signed with the Packers is a contract with the NFL. Yes, it is with the Packers right now, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be shifted to another team. He just wanted to get the contract done so he can get his money. He was getting $1 zillion over these last 3 years that he's going to wind up being on this contract. So I don't think that this is necessarily true. I mean, it could be true. It could be true that Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in Green Bay. He spent 18 years there. He wants to retire a Green Bay Packer. Entirely possible. But I do not believe there are any sources that are confirming that Aaron Rodgers does want to stay in Green Bay. We heard from him just 2 weeks ago that he was planning to go on this retreat, and then he was going to go on vacation after the weekend, and then after that, it would take us to the beginning of March, and then he would make a decision. So there is no way in hell this is any sort of accurate. This is just, I think, either the Green Bay Packers or another team trying to stir up a little bit of a smokescreen so that way the Jets go out and sign Derek Carr prematurely because they're panicking that Aaron Rodgers is not going to be an option for them. I think Derek Carr wants to test his waters a little bit, go around to other teams, and then he can come back and sign with the New York Jets once we figure out what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Because I really think Rodgers is going to be the first domino to fall, and we're going to find out what his intentions are before the week of the Combine. All the trade discussions, if that's where it's going to go, are going to happen during the trade deadline, or if he decides he's going back to the Packers, that's when Derek Carr is probably going to get pushed into signing with the New York Jets if we feel like we're out on Aaron Rodgers. So guys, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Do you think Aaron Rodgers wants to stay in Green Bay? Do you think he's getting traded? Do you think the Green Bay Packers want him? Because even if Rodgers wants to play there, that doesn't necessarily mean that the Packers are going to move forward with him. I don't know. Interesting stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets.